Everyone, my name is Twinkle and welcome back to my channel. Yes, finally after 1 month I'm back and this is the second video that I've posted and I intend to be more regular. In today's video, we're going to be discussing about Indigo post-pandemic interview situation. So this video is very detailed video. So you don't want to miss this video if you are looking to participate in one of the interviews and looking forward to join Indigo as an airline. For me to break it down, this video will include a detailed information about the rounds, all the 5 stages that has been happening after the post-pandemic interview situation, the new interviews, about the walk-in interviews that have been taking place now, which are different from the others that were before the invite-only assessments, few tips and things to remember, the requirements, the new changes and the confusion that is there amongst people about the makeup and stuff, that will also be covered very well. Your favorite and the most important, I will be talking about questions, GD topics, group discussion topics, questions that were asked to the candidates during different stages. All the 5 stages will be covered, of course, for freshers and experienced both. And medicals, once you clear all the stages, what happens, when do you get the Meet Medicals email, and what is the email all about, what are the tests that you are supposed to go for. Apart from that, we'll also cover a few common questions and we will be discussing that. So if you're interested, definitely, if you've watched this video until now and if you've landed on my page, you are, so stay tuned and watch the video until the end because you don't want to miss this. And before we start, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, hit the bell notification button, and if you haven't started following me on my Instagram, then go ahead, follow me on my Instagram. I will be leaving all the links down below in the description box. On that note, let's begin. So before we start talking about the rounds in the interview, there was a lot of confusion. So initially, Indigo started, when they started hiring, right, they started with the invite-only walk-in interviews, which means that you were initially supposed to apply online with your resume and your photographs maybe, and then only the shortlisted candidates were sent an email with the venue and the timing details and the city that you're supposed to go in, that wherever you applied. Only people who were shortlisted would take that email invitation. Basically, you're supposed to attend that interview, right? But now the things have changed. Lately, Indigo, I think after the 10th of October, has started taking walk-in interviews where you definitely need to apply online. Basically, you need to register online and you would receive an email which gives you a 6-digit alphanumeric code, something like this that you see on the screen now. And previously, you used to receive an email like this where you were supposed to apply online with your resume. So the difference between two was that before there wasn't a decided venue. So you used to receive an email. They wanted to, basically, the idea behind this was they want to control the number of candidates because of course the pandemic, and they were giving out the information of venue and timings to only a few people, and so that they can control the number of people in an hour or in a place. So that was the idea behind it. However, things have started looking normal now, like they're definitely doing better. So now what you need to do is apply, register online, the code will be received, and you need to just walk in for your interviews. Now, there were a lot of people who were saying that we haven't received the email, and then they said we received it. So you have to be, first thing, be very patient. Second, there can be a technical error. And third thing is that if you've already applied and you've given an interview and been rejected, you might not receive it. In fact, you might receive email saying that you've already registered 9 days before, 10 days before. So if that's the case, you can still go ahead and give your interviews. That's not a problem. So you will still be entertained, so you can go ahead and give it a try. Selection or no selection is a later story. Another thing that can help you differentiate between the two types of interviews is these. Whenever you read the job description, the vacancy, there will be a note. So initially there was a note like this which said that there will be a communication email which will talk about, of course, the venue, this, and now the please note section is this, that you need to apply online and just move ahead. There's no email that you need to wait for necessarily. So yeah, this is the two different types of things. Apart from that, there have been a lot of other changes of late about the requirements of makeup and stockings and all of that. We will be covering up all of that in the later part of the video. Now let's move on to the rounds. Okay, so there are different cities that Indigo is conducting their interviews in. Different cities: Delhi, Bombay, Kolkata, Bangalore. There are a lot of cities, so the sequence of the rounds might be different in different cities. Like the GD could be the first round, or they could be a biodata check on the first round. The medical checkup could be the first round, and for some cities the medicals could be the third round. The introduction could be the first round. So there is no set pattern seen. So but the base of all these rounds remain the same, and I'm going to be discussing all of them, so you better be prepared and well versed with what is going to happen. So the first round is the introduction round. This basically is going to cover all your basic questions. Yes, this round is going to take place in the form of a panel interview. Panel interview basically is there could be more than one recruiter. 1 2 3 recruiters could be there, and the girls, it is done in a group of 7 to 5 girls, right? 5 to 7 girls together, and the initial screening is done at this point. Please note that all the rounds are elimination rounds. Elimination rounds are that if you do not clear one stage, you will be rejected then and there. You need to go back. So every round is an elimination round. So yes, coming on to the questions, this is the stage that they really need to filter you out very, very quickly. So definitely if you're there, you will see that a lot of people were getting rejected. If there are 7 girls, only 1 or 2 will make it, and this will get filtered even more. So this is the basic filtration point where they check your posture, communication skills, your body language. Mostly they would focus on your English, right? And your skills, communication basically. So basic questions that have come to me were: tell me about yourself, what skills do you have which makes you interested in a customer service job, or why do you think you want to become a cabin crew, why do you choose Indigo as an airline, why a cabin crew field, or why customer service field. Tell me something about your background, your family. All of these very, very basic questions. There were also questions about biodata questions like age, height, weight, just very basic questions. Depending, as I mentioned before, depending upon the place that you are giving your interview, it could depend. There could be more questions about your current profile if you are already working, like your experience. So there were questions about your current job, why do you want to leave that organization, your job profile, qualities of a cabin crew, what have you learned so far, why do you want to join Indigo, and all of these very, very basic questions. Once you clear this round, the second round is going to be your group discussion round, or extempore, or some people also call this as communication skills round. How I said, the sequence could be very, very different, but the questions more or less are the same, and things they're looking for are also the same. So the most common question or common topic that was given was why aviation is important for economic growth. What was the impact of COVID on aviation, or what was the impact of COVID on mental health, your mental health, or generally why customer service is important, what is customer service, questions related to pandemic, like what were your learnings during pandemic, or how you coped up with it, how did you work on your skills, or how did you improve, things related to that. You should anyway be very, very prepared with pandemic questions. So yeah, this, or there were very, very random topics. In some of the cities they could be as random as difference between, like, was an extemporary topic, of course there would be a topic that would be given to you individually. But if there was a traditional general discussion, a group discussion round, so very, very random topics about happiness, or Indian culture, your most memorable moment or your most embarrassing moment, beaches versus mountains, very, very basic. Or it could be about the current affairs or pandemic. So you have to be prepared for both the things. Basically, they're not really referring to what have you, the content, but how you say things, right? So there would be 3 points that I'll say you should be focusing on. Is a basic communication skills, fluency. that they are checking at this point. They're checking your confidence while you talk. What is your mindset? Of course, whatever you mention, if you're talking something very lame, very over the top, getting into your personal life, they want to check your mindset also. And of course, your body language, your non-verbal language, which includes not just what you talk, but how you talk, your grooming, your hand gestures, your facial expressions, smile, everything, right? And one tip that I want to give you for all the questions that you want to be prepared with is prepare your resume very, very well, and read your resume, because you can actually, most of the questions in the later part will be from your resume. So you, whatever you write in your resume should be very, very known to you. You should be able to make frame questions from those statements from your resume, and those will be the questions that will be asked, right? So try to prepare questions from your resume and make answers to that, because that will be the thing that you're asked, that you will be most probably asked about. For example, if you write a skill, if you say that I know how to I've done a certification, they will definitely ask you about the location, or how was the duration, or what have you learned, what did you do. All these things could be asked. Some individual questions that were asked to the experienced crew were your most memorable experience, your embarrassing moment, or your biggest fear. If you could talk about a situation at work, what was that you couldn't handle, or if you handled an emergency before. As I discussed before, their current job profile, or about their previous employer, about their experience in the airline, in the previous company, or how was their journey, and about how did they prepare for the day of the interview. And also very important for experienced crew, why do you want to leave your current company or the last company? Why did you leave that company? That you have to be prepared for an experienced crew. Definitely this question will be there. And what took you so long to choose Indigo? That was also another question that was asked very, very frequently. Apart from that, there were questions like, are you ready to relocate? If you have any questions, ask me if you have any questions. So if you have any questions for the recruiter, please prepare one or two questions. And why cabin crew is the job for you, and why cabin crew is a dream for you, why is it a dream job, and why you want to achieve it. They also talked about your what do you like to do in your free time, your hobbies. So all these questions, if you want some help about that, I've prepared a video that talks about most 10 mostly asked or frequently asked interview questions. I will be linking that video below. You can check out that video. That will help you a lot with the framework and how you prepare your questions. Of course, do not cheat and copy, because you should always be able to tell your personal story in those questions. Also, comment below if you have already attended an interview, and if you have experience, then please share your GD topic and what were any other questions that you were asked during the interview. It will be really helpful for others too. So please put it down in the comment section below. What was your experience, questions, GD topics, or any other thing that you want to share with us? Put it down in the comment section below. So once you clear all these rounds, the third round would be, once selected, a SCAR, BMI, or medical check round. Pretty straightforward. You'll be having a weight check, right? And there will be if I talk about the experiences, most of the people were telling me that Indigo has been very, very strict. They would eliminate you for 0.5 low or 0.5 up kg weight as well. But there were people on the other hand that were not, they were underweight. They not overweight, but definitely underweight, that they have been given a chance to work on. If they really like you, they would do that, but most of them said they were rejected. So please don't think that you'll be rejected and you do not want to give a shot. Please go ahead, because your profile is different than what others have. You should definitely go ahead and give it a try. Right, there will be a COVID check. They will ask you if you've had COVID before, COVID history, and your vaccination history. Of course, there would be a medical eyesight check. There would be skin check, like your pimples, your scars. Most of the cases were rejected. If they were scars, they were eliminated. Tattoos also, there were people who were telling if they had anywhere, even if they were concealed around the neck, also were rejected. So this is very, very subjective, depends on your profile. You cannot say if one person was rejected, you will be two. So you have to go for yourself to know what will happen with you. At this point in time, they can also ask about your other medical history. So please don't lie, be honest to them. And there were questions about people asking me, is it a problem having spectacles, or can we wear lenses? Of course, it's written clearly in the requirements you have to wear lenses, not allowed to wear spectacles. And the power is not really clear. It depends on the medical doctor. Usually it's plus minus 4. Until that point it is allowed, but again depends upon the airline. In this round, you can be asked to remove your blazer, roll up your sleeves to check your scars, of course, extensively, and your stockings. They can ask you to remove your stockings so they can check your legs properly for any scars and marks. There were a few cases that were told that wherein the people showed voluntarily interest in going ahead for laser, and they said that you have to communicate that to the HR as well. So, of course, again, it is very, very subjective. You have to go ahead for yourself to know what will be your experience. So all sorts of experience I've heard from cabin crew, good, bad, ugly. I was thinking to make another video which talks only about your ugly, good, bad, mostly ugly and bad, and different shocking experiences of people, and what their experience was. If you want me to make a video totally based on people and their experiences, of course it will be anonymous. Let me know in the comment section below. I will go ahead, collect the data. I have a lot already, and I will make an anonymous experience video. How was their experience in Indigo? About that I will make a video, so let me know in the comment section below, which can help you know how experience of people had been. So if you clear all this round, you will be called up for the fourth round, which will be interview with your senior authorities or HR. Now, this could be a one-on-one or a two-on-one. Like there could be two people interviewing one person, or one-on-one, only one person interviewing the other. So you might be asked to touch up your makeup at this point, right? You can be asked to recheck your grooming and all of that for, of course, the other round. Also, at this point, if you clear the round, you will know that if you're rejected for the scars or no. There can be a discussion about your personal profile, about your scars or any other imperfections, if they want you to work on that, or if they'll ask you if you are okay to work with that, or if there are any problems they can suggest you. Otherwise, there will be 5 types of questions, very basic questions. There could be questions about your resume, very, very generic or verification questions like, are you ready to relocate and all of that. Company specific questions, why you want to join this company and why this company, about that. Or job specific questions, what do you know about cabin crew skills and qualities, all of that. And if your parents know about this, that you've come here to interview, and what are their thoughts about it, all of that. So it can be also around where the authorities talk to you one-on-one, share with you tips on how can you improve, or they'll give you a feedback, or it could be a talk only, not just an interview. So it depends. Also, at this point, if you clear this round, you will be given a form to fill that is called a pre-employment form. And if you clear this round, you are going to be prepped for the next round, which is the last round, that is the virtual interview with the VP. Some of them said that there was another communication round. I'm sure this is another stage for filtration. If they're not able to decide, they will be having a communication round where they'll ask you to talk and ask some more questions just to filter you more easily before the virtual interview. So at this stage, if you're told that you'll be contacted after a week or 48 hours, that means you're rejected. This is before, like if you're not selected, they will tell you that. But there were people at this point who got a form to fill, and they were told that you're selected, and you have to wait for a virtual interview round with the VP. So you have to be very sure what you were communicated. If you're told that you will be contacted within a week or so, no. But if you've been told that you have to wait for the virtual interview, then yes, you will be contacted. So you have to be careful of what has been communicated to you. 5th round would be virtual interview round with VP, the VP of the airline, which is sort of also a formality round. So now this one is not really an interview. This is more like a talk, and more or less it is a casual check. More or less she wants to check your patience, your temperament, your posture, your overall mindset. So the questions will be regarding your family, education, basic, very, very basic stuff, not really something to grill you. Can be 1 or 2 questions, or can be just very basic to scan you at the last minute. So they will ask you to put up makeup and freshen up yourself, and that's all. So at this point, if you've been selected, you'll be asked to submit a form, that the pre-employment form that was given to you, and you will be given a copy of that, and you will be told that you will be contacted for the medicals further via an email. Mostly, if you're selected, you will not be getting any communication from the airline. You will only be waiting some more time, like maybe more than 4 weeks or 8 weeks. Also, I have been talking to people who were selected and waiting for more than 8 weeks to get their joining details. Meaning, if you've cleared the medicals, you will not be communicated. If you haven't, you'll be communicated then and there to work on that. Pretty straightforward. I'll be sharing the details on the screen here. You can see this is the medicals that you need to perform. Pretty straightforward, yeah. Now, there were a lot of myths and confusions and some questions about makeup. And like always, I've said before, if you have to go, if it's written that you should not apply makeup, there were cases that people were asked that why, in some, of course, in some cities, people were asked why you don't have makeup on. And some people said that, why do you have makeup on? Remove it. So it's very confusing. So I would just say, carry makeup with you. If you decide to put on light makeup or no makeup at all, carry makeup with you always, which will help you put on makeup then and there. So you don't have to look at their faces and be like, I don't have it. Always have a backup. Also, it's a very long day. All the rounds will be done in only one day itself. There's no second day. So one day. And for that long day, you need to be well prepared. There's a list. So I've made a video which talks about all the stuff, documents, things that you need to carry for an interview. You can check that video. I'll also link it here and in the description box for you to check the things that you need to carry before an interview. You can check that, will help you prepare better and faster. So please carry your makeup and your things with you so you can touch up. Even before the virtual round, you need to touch up, so have it with you. There was questions about stockings. Yes, need to be skin colored stockings. You cannot have any makeup on your legs anyway, right? It was used to be black or blue color, dark blue color before, but now it's skin color, because they don't want people with scars and they don't want any opportunity given to the people to hide their scars, right? So have them, don't put any makeup. Bun, there should be no fillings, which means that you should not have any donut or any other fillings or fake hair which makes your bun look quite symmetrical or bigger, fluffier, right, like that. So regarding the attire also, there were half sleeves. There is information regarding half sleeve shirts, and you need to wear skirts which are fitted and all of that. You please follow them. Don't wear trousers, and don't ask me questions related to can we wear full sleeve shirt and blazer and trouser and have another color of stockings. Guys, this is basic stuff. Now, there will be people who will tell you that there were experienced crew that were wearing this or that, or there were other girls who didn't follow this or that. But who do you want to be a part of? Like, that's up to you, and that's for you to decide. You want to follow instructions or you don't want to follow instructions. How serious are you or not? That is up to you. I can't really comment on if there were people who were not following and they were selected or not. You want to, this is up to you what you want to follow, right? Okay, so there were a lot of questions about people asking, can we reapply? So as of the communication that has been given to me, if you have not attended a personal interview, right, if you haven't reached to that stage of personal interview, which is the 4th round, you can reapply. However, if you've been rejected in the personal interview round, there is a cooling period. Cooling period means that you should not be applying before 3 months. That is the time for you to improve and prepare. That is the time you need for yourself to work on that thing, if you can work on that. So you shouldn't be applying. There is no point applying. Otherwise, you can reapply and go for the interviews and try to make it to other stages. So yeah, if that was your confusion. Also, there was some more confusions about fake emails. I still get a lot of emails, guys. There is an elaborated video on fake versus genuine emails about Indigo Airlines specifically, putting it down in the description box and also linking it here on top. Please check it out. Otherwise, you can email here. This is the email ID, ethics@goindigo.in. This is the email that you need to contact them at and check whether your email is authentic or not, and they do reply. Apart from that, there were a lot of people who were talking about vaccination status. Guys, it's not a problem if you're vaccinated or not vaccinated. You can go ahead. There will be a pre-employment form which you will be filling, so which looks like this. In this pre-employment form, you will be talking about all this information about your vaccination, your scars, your BMI needs to be put into that pre-employment form, which you'll be filling up, and you'll be told what you need to do forward with this. Please have your Arogya Setu app installed, and please have your masks all on always. Another information that I got was that you need to have your masks removed while you do your interviews, because apparently the interviews say that they are vaccinated and it's okay that you're maintaining a distance. So please be prepared for that. And yeah, again, if there were questions about if I get rejected, can I apply again in another city? Yes, you can, because there's no communication. If you haven't made it to you haven't been rejected from the personal interview round, you can apply again. But if you have been rejected in personal interview, then you can't apply before the 3 months period, right? Please feel free to comment below, or it's better to leave me a DM with your experience, or an email if you think that you're not comfortable sharing and you want to talk about whatever good, bad, ugly story or things were not according to rules, or whatever you want to share. Please let me know, and I will include that in my video anonymously. With that, I think I have discussed a lot of things. If you need any more information, or you want me to create any other video about Indigo specifically, then you can put it down in the comment section below. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedbacks, also put it down in the comment section below. I hope you like this video, and if you do not forget to like the video. And on that note, I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care and bye bye.